What has evolution and therapy got in common? Let me tell you, starting with some prehistoric knowledge. The Burgess Shale is a treasure trove from the Cambrian period that has baffled paleontologists since its discovery just over a century ago. It's like nature's own version of a sci-fi convention, with over 65,000 unique fossils unearthed, each one more peculiar than the last. Just imagine walking into a room where every creature defies your understanding of biology. That's the Burgess Shale for you. It's as if Mother Nature threw her own design party and every animal was invited to strut its evolutionary stuff. This time in history, 500 million years ago, is known as the Cambrian explosion. Now let's talk about the bizarre, the weird, the wonderfully wacky. The Burgess Shale's guest list includes the likes of Opabinia, a creature with 5 eyes and a nose resembling a vacuum cleaner hose with a claw. Talk about a face only a mother could love. Then there's Hallucigenia, which was so otherworldly it was originally reproduced upside down, sporting bilateral symmetrical spines as if it was trying out for a punk rock band. These creatures are so outlandish they make your average alien look positively pedestrian. But wait, there's more. We've got Wiwaxia, the spiky little critter that looks like it's perpetually having a bad hair day. And let's not forget Anomalocaris, the big bad of the Cambrian seas, with its flexible spiky arms and a mouth that looks like it could inspire an entire horror movie franchise. These ancient oddballs are not just fascinating fossils, they're a glimpse into an alien world that existed right here on Earth 500 million years ago. Basically, it seems this period was a time when every possible variation of body parts was constructed in a vast experiment, like a child with Lego. Survival of the fittest became a war, with only a relative few creatures surviving to evolve into all of the animals that exist today. Prior to this period, for several billion years, there exists just soft-bodied creatures similar to jellyfish, and even earlier, single-celled bacteria and the like. So why this story? What does the Cambrian explosion have to do with therapy and personal growth? There is a striking resemblance in terms of evolution. For thousands of years of human history, there's been no information in terms of mental health. Then we had the musings of the philosophers, the likes of Plato, Aristotle, for example. Religion took hold for a period of time, and then the works of people like Freud, Jung, and other visionaries. This was like the evolution during that pre-Cambrian age. But now we're going through an explosion just like that Cambrian explosion. Those original ideas are being mishmashed together in every possible combination to create a whole host of new therapies. Some are just as wacky as the creatures found in the Burgess Shale. Others are just a copy of a previous one with an extra arm or 3 more eyes. The thing is, during that period of the Cambrian explosion, the findings were all restricted to a shallow ocean basin. A small body of water, a limited zone compared to the vastness of the land and the sky beyond that. It wasn't their fault. They were not yet prepared for the adventure beyond those boundaries. And again, the same thing is happening in the world of therapy and personal growth. All of the adapted ideas are all based on ideas of consciousness from several hundred years ago. Ideas of a dual mind, the unconscious and conscious parts all residing within the matter of the brain. They've ignored the growth in other sciences, at best just sticking a stray tentacle out of the water into the air and declaring themselves as birds, or gazing longingly at the shore and creating stories of great land adventures. Survival of the fittest has been replaced with survival of those with the biggest marketing budgets and the loudest voices. The processes that work the best have no real advantage in the modern world over those that are weak but affluential. Unlike the animals in the Cambrian explosion, it will not be the strongest or best that survive to evolve. Now, with this in mind, it became my mission to get out of that shallow water. And while not forgetting how to swim, I wanted my creation to fly in the air and run on the land. Using theories from modern physics along with other ideas, both ancient and modern, I took a different stance on consciousness. One that embraced much more than just our brains and physical self. One that spans dimensions outside of the one we call reality. And this led to new approaches to emotions, to issues and problems, and to manifestation. It takes therapy, personal growth, and even coaching to new heights that cannot be achieved by those floundering in that shallow water. This versatile and adaptive new evolution is called sanamentology. And while it is amazingly effective for dealing with issues and problems such as pain, anxiety, and all the other setbacks that therapy can help with, it is much more. It is a guide to help you through the twists and turns that this roller coaster called life can present. It is a rock to cling to when life's events threaten to sweep you away. It's a GPS to direct you when you get lost on your path. It's a shining light to show you through your darkest days. So, are you going to continue splashing around, fighting for survival in the limitations of that shallow pool? Or are you ready to run across the sands and take to the skies, tasting that freedom that is beyond that waters of stagnant ideas? Visit www.martinrothery.com and find out more about sanamentology.